If you feel tired, if you feel stressed out, overwhelmed in life, then that is the ego winning the game. You have to let go, surrender, and repeat. Understand that every single problem in your life, every difficult thing is coming from you trying too much. You're trying to control everything in your life and it's not going to work. You have to let go, tap into the higher self, and let the magic into your life. How are you doing that? How are you tapping in to the divinity which is already within you? That's what this is all about. The Great Awakening is happening right now. We are switching gears from the mind, controlling, obsessing about everything, going from the ego and the identification with our body to understanding that you are a soul. You are infinite consciousness wrapped up in human form. That's what you truly are. Now, all of those overwhelming sensations, all of that contraction of your energy, lowering your vibration, getting you overthinking and constantly blaming other people, getting caught in that victim mentality, this is coming from the ego, the lower self. That's not who you are. Understand this. Now, these are just words. You need to put this into a direct practice. This is what I call meditation. This is the exact tool to allow you to connect with that higher self and understand that all of those things were actually created by you so you can wake up. That's what this is all about. Are you doing the work? Are you understanding that the ego is controlling your life? That's it. Now, how do you bring this into a practice? How are you tapping into that divinity which is already within you right now? Are you using the crystals? Are you using the singing bowls? Are you tapping into this higher consciousness? Are you using tarot, oracle cards? What are those things that brings you into the divine? What is that bridge that brings you into that divinity which lives within the heart? That's what the magic is. Now, everything that you're manifesting right now is either happening or it's not happening. You're either in the flow, you are one with the flow, or you're out of the flow. Those are your two options in life. We all know what that feels like, you know? It's like you're either going with the flow, everything's good, everything's amazing, breathing in the fresh prana, enjoying life, understanding that your higher self and your guides are connecting with you, showing you everything that you need, or you're being led by the ego. You're being constantly tossed and turned. You're trying to control everything, living up to other people's expectations of who they want you to be. Now, all of this has to stop by you practicing the right environment. Put yourself in that place where you can thrive. You don't have to be like that other person. You don't have to be like the one who they want you to be. No, no, no. You are here to do something completely different from the rest. You are here, the chosen one, the awakened one, to go even deeper than you ever thought was possible. And you can't do what everybody else is doing. You're not going to get away with that 9-to-5 job. You're not going to get away with that normal relationship. You're not going to get away with all of those things that you were doing in the past, because that was serving the ego. That was serving the lower self and the old paradigm in the matrix, in the third dimension. Now, as we aspire to this fifth dimension, as we increase our consciousness, as we expand our cup, everything that you're doing in this moment has to do with the heart. Let go, surrender, and repeat. That is the technique. That is the exact process to get out of the mind, to get out of that lower self, and get into your heart and start loving life. If you're not passionate about it, if you're not lit, if you're not so excited about that thing that you're doing, then what's the point of doing it in the first place? Why are you putting yourself one foot in front of the other and forcing the process? It ain't gonna work like that. Again, you're either one with the flow or you're not. That's it. Now, if you feel like you're never in the flow, and this has happened temporarily, like you felt like you were in it before and now you're not in it, then what happened? What was that thing? What was that roadblock? What was that speed bump along the way that got you off track? What was that exact event? That is the universe showing you where you need to do your work. Are you letting go of those toxic relationships? Are you saying yes to that healthy version of the food that you eat instead of the triggering version of the food that is lowering your vibration? I know the energy, it's like a domino effect. Once you want that craving and your ego really goes for it, then it's the next thing and the next thing and the next, and it does not stop. You cannot ever fill that void with that comfort food or that comfort emotion or that codependent relationship. All of those things are only going to lead to more suffering. What you have to understand is you have to access the higher self consciously. Nobody can do this for you. Not mommy, not daddy, not your soulmate, not your brother, your sister. It doesn't matter who it is. This has to come from within. Seriously, this is like the greatest lesson on the spiritual path, is everything has to come from within. If it's coming from the outside, you're forcing it. This isn't going to work in a reciprocated energy. It's only going to happen when you truly have that desire coming from within you. That's what this is all about. So, have you tasted that nectar? Have you truly felt what it's like to be in the fifth dimension, to be in the flow, to be in love? That's what this comes down to, because everything that you experience is going to be the fuel to keep you on the path. That's the secret here. Going for it. Never settling for anything less than your heart's greatest desires. The ego is going to tempt you. The matrix is going to tempt you over and over again. The universe is going to challenge your every decision. When you say yes to this higher road and go towards the higher consciousness, there's always going to be another effect on the other side trying to lure you and pull you back into the matrix. So remember this. Life happens. The question is, how are you reacting to it? Not getting in that reactive mode and getting caught in your emotions and blaming other people for everything in your life. I'm talking about taking full responsibility for everything. Every trauma, every quote-unquote negative event that's ever happened in your life was meant to happen. In fact, you created it so you can wake up. When you have that level of confidence, when you have that level of aspiration going in tune with your cells, that Kundalini energy will come online. You will start taking full responsibility for everything in your life, and you will no longer get caught in that old reactive state. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everybody. Honestly, I would not be here without you. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to join the High Vibe Tribe, we are here. The link is in the description below. Get around this censorship. Join us on the Signal app to communicate on a private, secure server with people that are already on the spiritual path. And again, I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, I'm out. Infinite love, infinite peace.